Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Making it very difficult to obtain information, of lying to students.
UND's student body president Tanner Franklin isn't happy, and he and almost 2,000 others at the university have signed an online petition, a petition that calls for a vote of no confidence against UND's president Robert Kelly and other administrators. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. As the number of signatures grows, so does the tension level between the Student Senate and UND leaders.
Now, the Senate sent out an email calling for the petition's signatures and included allegations that Kelly this afternoon called unfounded. That set the stage for a meeting tonight where both sides would be and are. Valley News Live's Macy Enger is there as well, and she joins us live from Grand Forks. Macy, sounds like the potential for fireworks.
Yeah, Mike and Steph, we are here at the UND Memorial Union Building where meetings started about 8 p.m. just 2 hours ago, and it is packed with students. They actually had to bring in extra chairs to hear about this no confidence vote against the UND president, Robert Kelly. Now, students say they remain upset over the leadership response to many of their ideas, and they feel that they're not being heard after several attempts to reach out to faculty. Now, university officials say they've tried to listen to students and help them with everything that they've asked, but when I talked to the university student president today, this is what he had to say on the tuition topic.
I think that it's been a few things that have added up over the course of the year, but really in this last month, the majority of it has been focused around tuition models that have been coming out of tuition model proposals that have been coming out here at UND, and nothing to do, or not as much to do with the context necessarily of the tuition models, but really just the lack of transparency that the UND administration has shown towards student government, student senate, some other student members that took part in discussions about these tuition models. So.
Now, that tuition model is actually what sparked the student government to start a petition online. Almost over 2,000 people have signed that petition for the no vote of confidence against the university president here, Robert Kelly. He was actually just speaking to the students in response to that petition, and we'll continue to stay here and bring you the latest on this situation. Mike?
All right, thank you so much. That's Macy Enger reporting from UND Live. The student president says they had to unfortunately go to this last resort, which is a petition for students about a no confidence vote for Kelly. As that meeting continues, we'll continue to cover it. Look for updates on valleynewslive.com.
It appears the Fargo School District may be willing to allow pro-life clubs, provided that the clubs actually do their paperwork. Today, the district responded to a letter from a law firm representing 2 students who say their rights were violated when the district said no to them starting a club there. In part, the district says it never received any application from the students to form a Davies High School Teen for Life group. The district also says Fargo North received an incomplete application in February for students to form a Spartans for Life group, and that the potential advisor of that club wasn't allowed to do so because of the Fair Labor Standards Act. The district directs any questions to its legal counsel. Earlier, the district classified the group as outside agencies rather than approving them as official school clubs. The students have said that their violations of First Amendment rights have happened.
Some North Dakota lawmakers say they're worried about oil revenues, and that's why they cut funds to help rape victims. A bill before the legislature would allow hospitals without a sexual assault nurse examiner to start a program. The bill originally asked for $500,000. That was later dropped to $200,000. This week, a bill passed in the House with no money. Valley News Live traveled to Bismarck and asked why the funding was slashed.
Because of the budget situation, everything that's new is on the table, and very few new projects have started.
We have to fund our priorities and make sure that we balance the books, because nobody wants to come back here to do across-the-board cuts for everybody.
The bill still will be funded. It's going to go back through committee. The sponsor of the bill advises people, if you want to see a change, reach out to your lawmaker.
Lawmakers are pushing for changes to the tax code. The president is asking members of the U.S. Congress to embrace his middle-class economics plan, saying it's all about making the economy work for everyone. But the president says that we're overtaxing the middle class and giving too many tax breaks to the rich. President Obama says he wants to extend benefits for middle class and working families with substantial tax cuts for middle income parents with children in daycare or in college. Congressman Kevin Cramer is one of the lawmakers supporting the repeal of the estate tax. The current estate tax applies to estate transfers in excess of $5.4 million for individuals and $10.9 million for couples. Those estates can be subject to a 40% tax rate. Cramer says the tax punishes the success, calling it bad for the community, bad for the economy, and immoral.
North Dakota farms and ranches are, I think, typical of a lot of family small businesses, but they may be a little atypical in the sense that they're very high valued, but very illiquid.
Now, the House voted to repeal the estate tax, the 240 to 179 vote, largely followed by partisan lines. But the president has already said that he plans to veto the measure.
The Children's Miracle Network is better off tonight thanks to the people who are willing to give their time and money to the cause. The Valley Today's Lisa Bedeau and Kyle Bosch stayed up later than usual to MC tonight's event, which included a silent auction and raffle. This is the fourth year the Courtyard by Marriott in Moorhead opened its doors to host the event. Sanford Children's Hospital also announced 6-year-old Anna Marcy will be this year's 2015 North Dakota champion for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Now, throughout the year, Anna and her family will serve as the local, state, and national spokespeople advocating for the charitable need at children's hospitals across North America. These champions, like Anna, serve as ambassadors for the 62 kids treated every minute at 170 Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
The term STEM, it's the buzz term for science, technology, and engineering and math, is taking center stage in West Fargo for the next 3 days. A conference is at the Cambria Suites and Conference Center, aimed mainly at educators in the region, but business and government leaders and students are also encouraged to attend. The conference featured not only large group presentations, but also gave attendees a chance for some hands-on learning and offer more ways to bring STEM education concepts to everyday classrooms. North Dakota's STEM Network Program Manager says the nation's top leaders and experts in the field are at this conference, and it wraps up on Saturday.
Well, don't let a closed road spoil the start of your weekend. Starting tomorrow, keep that in mind. 17th Avenue South will be closed to through traffic between 25th and 32nd Streets. A gate valve in the intersection of 17th Avenue South and Cobblestone Court will be worked on. Traffic is going to be detoured to 13th Avenue South via 25th Street and 32nd Street. Now, this closure will be in place until Monday. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
All smiles today because we got a break from the wind, and
it's nice out tonight.
Yes.
It really is beautiful. We're going to have another couple of nice days. We have cooler weather coming, and really exciting is a chance for some rain. That should help with the fire danger and green things up just a little bit across the valley. Here's the latest outside, guys, and it's quiet again. Wind down under 10 miles per hour, 51 degrees in Fargo-Moorhead. And here is a look across the region. A lot of 40s up north. In fact, not far from those 30s in Grand Forks. 41 degrees there now, 42 in Jamestown, 48s for both Langdon and Devil's Lake. Sneaking out into the south and eastern portion of the viewing area, we have a lot of low to mid 50s. Detroit Lakes, you have 54 degrees right now. Wind from that northwesterly direction, under 10 miles per hour for most locations. Here's a look at that radar as we rise and shine and began our day today. Moving through with just a little bit of rain in the FM area, a little over a trace in some spots. You could see certainly more in parts of extreme eastern Polk County and Clearwater County. Other than that, it's just been a very dry stretch of weather. However, as we look to the Central Rockies, look at all the snow taking place there. This is a very slow moving storm system. It's slow because it's cut off from that main jet stream flow. So this system is going to sit, draw moisture from the Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days. And as it does that, it will bring some of that moist air up into the northern plains. Remember, we've had very dry air masses and air in our area for the last several days. As it moves through, it'll pull cold air in behind it and bring that chance of rain north as it works its way into our area. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for the next 24 hours, though. As we go through the overnight hours, we'll see the 30s in many of our northern counties. I think we stay in the 40s. Lakes Country, you may be in the mid-40s in places like Fergus Falls and Detroit Lakes to start your Friday. Wind very light tomorrow. It looks delightful out there with sunshine and temperatures kissing 70 degrees and a lot of mid-60s as well for your lunch hour on Friday. Great for a walk in the park. The weekend will feel like we're getting a head start as you get off of work with temperatures in those low 70s and with wind under 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be just a fantastic Friday, and we better enjoy it. Now, as we close out the day, we'll see an increase in clouds in South Dakota Friday night, but nothing to worry about for us while the rain and snow continues to develop in the Rockies and portions of Nebraska. Hour by hour forecast. Fargo-Moorhead temperatures slowly falling into those 40s. We start the day in those low 40s. Then as we go through the mid-afternoon hours, we'll rise towards 70. We're going to peak in those mid-70s about 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, here's a look elsewhere. 3 o'clock on your Friday, 60s out to the east. We'll have mid-60s in Langdon and 69 in Jamestown. Light winds for everybody and plenty of sunshine. Here's a look at what happens as we go through the day Friday and into Saturday afternoon and evening. Storm system really surges northward, bringing the moist air all the way up into the northern plains. Look how this trajectory is pushing that moisture right into the southern valley. So extreme eastern North Dakota and much of western Minnesota has a fantastic chance at getting some significant rain. Now, here's a look at a beautiful shot of the Aurora Borealis. This was yesterday. Thank you very much, Erica, for that. Planning forecast shows late Saturday is when the best chance of rain moves in. By Sunday morning, many of us in the valley will see that wet weather moving out and the cool weather moving in. And I think we lose the wind on Monday afternoon as well for a pretty cool, albeit fair, midweek.
Cool and fair. We'll take that.
All right.
Exactly. Still ahead for us tonight, how Ford is proving skeptics wrong with its lighter aluminum truck.
But first, if you snore, why you'll want to get it checked out soon.